I'm Renee Garcia and this is TransurfingTV, and today my video on my gratitude list. I actually don't have one of these up right now. I usually do. I think the last time I cleaned my office, I tucked it away in a drawer, and I've decided that I'm going to create a new one. And this sort of made me remember that I haven't done a video on this, and it is a pretty amazing exercise if you are suffering from anxiety or depression, and I'm going to get into exactly why. But remember, if you have not yet won some of my stickers, please comment below. My world is taking care of me, and like this video, and I just might pull your name in my daily giveaway to win a nice stack of these. So my gratitude list. I know gratitude is kind of like, God, isn't that so done? And I was really challenged to try to think of a new way to pitch this, but I was just like, screw it, you know, a gratitude list is fine. I don't need to get fancy or anything like that. But this is really a gratitude list on steroids, if you will, because it doesn't only incorporate why you should have what you should have gratitude for in your life right now, but also people and what you have to look forward to, which is a huge anxiety and depression relief for me. So my gratitude list, and I've had these for years and they've gotten more and more elaborate, and I'm just going to tell you exactly what it is I do, and then if you want to add on or take away, that's totally up to you. But my gratitude lists look somewhat like this. There are 3 columns, and what I do is I type this out with 3 different columns. I print it out and I keep it usually on my fridge. I've had it in my office, but someplace I see it daily. Okay, so the first column is what I have to be grateful for, right? Right now, what I have to be grateful for. And then the second is the people in my life. Okay, so this is an actual list of people's names. So the people that I have gratitude for. Okay, and then the third, and this is where it really kicks into overdrive, is what I have to look forward to, okay? Okay, so before I get started on what I actually put into these different categories, I want to state that you know, I really have started to understand the nature of anxiety and depression in a pretty deep way, and how I see it is that depression stems from thinking about the negative that happened in the past and resonating with that experience or that memory or that event or whatever it is, that feeling, that state of being in your present moment. Okay, so it's you drawing from a past life track, some negative information, material, frequency, whatever, onto your current life track and resonating with it there. And this is where depression, at least for me, this is where depression comes from. Okay, that's the path. Anxiety is me being overly concerned with the future and resonating with the negative from the future that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so like if I get into a state of anxiety, it may look something like, oh, what's going to happen with transurfing, or what's going to happen with my income streams, or what happens if my boyfriend and I outgrow each other, or my sister has cancer, what's going to happen if she dies, and what's going to happen to her kids. Okay, so this is me resonating with the negative possible version of events from a future life track, pulling that on to the current one, okay? So this is, again, depression is from the past, bringing it in, and anxiety is from the future, bringing it in, both negative, okay? So this is why this absolutely works. What I have now helps me to ground myself in the present, to focus on what I have now. Because again, my perception is usually, now for the most part, I'm living in this space almost fully, okay? But I still do go back to that sort of depressed place, and I have to bring myself back here, what I have now. So the depressed version of me is focused on the negative from the past, okay? The negative from the past, that is my focal point. If I can shift that away from the past and focus on what I have right now, this is just a shift in perspective, a shift of your focal point that not only helps you to focus on what you have right now, but take your focus off that past depressed stuff. Okay, so what I have now, this can be a crazy list filled with all kinds of stuff. I could just rattle off, like, I've got my transurfing community, I've got my dog, I've got my loving boyfriend, I have a beautiful house, I've got money in the bank, I've got this, I've got that, I've got, you know, all these different things that I see or do or feel or have in this moment right now. So this is sort of the biggest category. Usually when I do one of these lists, this one has a lot more information in there than these other ones have, but these other ones are just as valuable, but this one is the one that helps me ground myself in my present moment and really focus on what it is that I have right now. Okay, people I have gratitude for. This helps me to feel like I'm not alone, right? I can name all my friends off. I can name all the people that help me with transurfing stuff. I can name the people in my family, the people in my real estate business, my boyfriend, anybody that helps me feel happy in my reality today goes in this list, okay? Then we get to this part, looking forward. This one is what helps me feel a lessened sense of anxiety about the future and helps me to actually feel excited for the future. When I found Reality Transurfing, I thought to myself, oh my God, this is so amazing. This knowledge is so incredible, and this is so much fun, and this is so enlightening, and I was so excited, but I got even more excited when I realize the prospect of other things being out there like Reality Transurfing that would also help me to feel enlightened or like I'm living a magical reality. So things that I look forward to, like just knowledge alone, all the things I will learn, right? All the things I will learn. This enough will help me feel excitement for the future rather than anxiety for the future. Looking forward to having more people find out about Reality Transurfing. Looking forward to hanging out with Vadim Zeland again one day. Looking forward to going to Egypt next month to see Didi. Looking forward to all the courses I'm going to create, all the content I'm going to create, all the videos I'm going to create, all the adventures that I'm going to have, right? This is going to help me ground myself in future intentions in the forward that is going to help me feel excitement about the future rather than anxiety. So this is my gratitude list on steroids, everybody. I am going to actually do one of these in the next couple of days, update it, really round it out, and I will post my gratitude list on the Facebook group, and let's get everybody else's going. Again, keeping these in an area of your home where you can see it daily and really resonate with it. Again, what I have now, people I have gratitude for, I'm not alone, and what am I looking forward to? Even if it's just all the things I will learn, and that's it. I mean, that's enough to get most people excited. So let me know your thoughts. Remember again to like this video and comment. My world is taking care of me. And thank you so much for watching my video. Bye guys.